Whoops. One thing I forgot to change. Yeah, okay, good. Hello. So may have done just a little bit of grinding. By grinding, I mean I went a lap backwards through this level to get a bunch of experience. It paid off. I may have made Fang's weapon quite strong. And Vanille's. That's pretty exciting. Get to see how that goes. Oh. Forget that. Now what I have been considering, should I swap lightning? Oh no, it was Vanilla's weapon. I leveled up a lot. Now she's really jacked. So that's gonna be pretty cool. I think there's a boss fight around this corner, but we're gonna find out now. Ooh, maybe. It's pretty big. Yeah? Hey, dude. Okay. I didn't.
Rains?
Really, just around the corner.
What?
Oh, easy, guys. It's all right. Rains is a Sanctum officer. He's been helping us out.
Why are you here? Reigns! You traitor!
I put you on the path. That was my focus.
You're a sea?
Since long before we met. I did my best to assist you, as bid by the Sanctum Fal'Cie.
This is incredibly
Now do you
unsurprising.
understand? The Fal'Cie have watched over you, guiding your every step. The luck that saved you time and again was a deliberate machination. Why, you may ask? The Primarch, or should I say, Bartandalus, is crafting you into the instruments of Cocoon's demise.
We've been played for fools.
A Cocoon Fal'Cie?
Why? Why? To restore the Maker.
The Maker?
The entity responsible for creating both humans and Fal'Cie. Long ago, the Maker departed this world, leaving the two races behind. In a sense, human and Fal'Cie are brothers, orphaned by the same parent. As for the humans, they forgot the order imposed by the Maker. They began to war amongst themselves for the first time in history. The Fal'Cie focused on recalling their lost deity and returning the world to its former glory. This purpose lies at the heart
Anima
of all
looked
their
really cool.
actions.
Good anima.
Calling back the Maker requires a fitting sacrifice.
Yeah, we've heard. The destruction of Cocoon.
The lives of this world's entire populace in bloody tribute.
No. That's crazy talk. I don't get it. Why do they need us? Couldn't the Fal'Cie end Cocoon with just a thought?
Their existence is bound to the creation and maintenance of this floating shell. It is their very nature that holds them in check.
You mean Cocoon Fal'Cie can't destroy Cocoon?
That's
They
good.
needed tools.
If we can stop this by doing nothing, we'll do nothing.
Noble. I expected as much.
You lied to us. What happened to your dream of rebuilding Cocoon for the people? Was it all a lie?
A shadow of a dream. From when I was human. It was change I craved. And once I'd built the influence to make things happen, there was change. I gained all the power I could hope for, but was a puppet with no will to wield it. It wasn't the fal'Cie who changed. It was me.
You were made a l'Cie?
A l'Cie,
Yeah.
tied to an inescapable focus. A slave of destiny. I'd lost hope. I'd all but given up on dreams of freedom.
What are you saying?
I'm here of my own accord, not by fal'Cie order. Seeing you fight brought it all back. Brought back that future I once strove for. I, too, will challenge my fate.
That's cool, bro. Oh.
What? Easy, guys.
If I can defeat you here, the fal'Cie plan will fail.
Reigns!
I will use all my remaining power.
Okay.
I will set you free!
Ooh. Shoulders a little. That looks like it hurts.
Reigns.
Oh my god, okay. Oh, I can't see what he's doing. Okay, buff up. Probably should start it on that. Another boss using Ruin. Just poison him, Vanilla. Oh, it worked!
I will not yield.
Follow my lead!
I will not yield.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, he has a Suna. Oh. Okay. That just said... Whoa! Uh-oh. That just said offensive shift, which makes me wonder if he's also doing paradigms or something. That'd be interesting.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, he's even like casting it like he's a party member the way his arm is out. That's kind of fun. And now he's guarding. I think I need to, we debuffed him a lot, and all he's doing is guarding, so we should be able to try and break through? Oh, I forgot to, scan him.
My will is my own.
Oh.
My will is my strength.
Uh-oh. Okay, that wasn't that bad. First of all. Okay, just normal. He's immune to stop and death? I don't know.
Oh, yeah? Follow my lead!
Oh, hello. We're fighting Sid, who was surprisingly a villain.
Thanks.
Yeah. Hey, how's the audio sound, by the way? Okay, good.
has no hold over me.
Yeah, Sid is a l'Cie for Sanctum. Oh, fuck.
Let's go.
Fuck him up.
Take down the enemy.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of unsurprising because this whole time I was like, oh, the Sanctum guy is conveniently totally helping us. I guess so, yes, he was pretending to be a double agent because that's part of his focus. And I gotta be honest, I zoned out a little. Oh god, I zoned out a little, but I think he's trying to kill us so we can't do our focus, because our focus is helping Sanctum bring back God. I think, if I interpreted that correctly. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Also, this is, like, shockingly not as difficult as that stupid Barthandalus. He did just launch me. Oh my god. That was sick. That was pretty sick.
My will is my strength.
Oh, heal me, please. There we go.
Thank you.
Don't give up.
Okay, we got time to heal. He actually, it looks like he's like shifting between paradigms, which is kind of neat.
Yeah.
Take down the enemy.
The Valsea has no hold over me.
Please stop. Alright. I'm getting juggled now, that's fine.
Follow my lead.
I mean, I do think that's sick. He's even like he cast like several ruins in a row, like when we're throwing fireballs at wolves. Hey. Okay, well that's no good. Vanille should get that. Oh, but she's not a healer.
Take down the enemy.
You can do it.
Thank you.
Well, she was much quicker on that raise than she was when I was doing off-stream stuff. That's so good.
Follow my lead.
Okay,
My
go.
will is my strength.
We're all just buffing.
Don't give up. Thanks. Let's go.
Thanks.
I did a lap through the level from last time just to get a bunch of points, and it helped. And I upgraded some weapons.
Take down the enemy.
And I did a little research on the weapon upgrading. Okay. You know, is it... I'm not trying to be derivative. He looks a little like Seymour, with like his chest, with like his titties out, you know? Just more gray than blue. Okay, I couldn't even see that. What? Oh. Oh, I need Vanille to not die, actually. Because Hope doesn't have raise, for some reason.
I will not yield.
Take down the enemy.
There must be a second phase to this. Because this is kind of...
My will is my strength.
Follow my lead. You can do it.
Thank you.
Oh, wait. No.
The Valsea has no hold over me.
Okay, that sucks. He silenced me.
Thank you.
Uh-oh.
Let's go!
Well, it's very nice of him to just stop doing anything after wiping us out like that. That's a lot kinder than the last boss was, who did his big attack and then did the massive laser.
Thank you.
We didn't just kill him now. Oh, he's... No, he went right into that again.
Don't give up!
Okay, yeah, he wants to kill us, so we... Oh my gosh. Because the Sanctum wants us to complete our focus so that we help end the world?
Take down the enemy.
She...
The fallacy has no hold over me.
Come on. Yeah, but he still doesn't like that he's a Lassie, I guess.
Let's go!
Thanks.
Yeah, like he's not happy that he's a Lassie, so I guess by it's a little goofy.
My will is my strength.
Thank you.
Oh, our shells are wearing off. Okay, well, you say proper nouns. Sid just told us about the Maker. The Maker being, you know, God here. Oh, oh. I gotcha. I don't gotcha. That's bad. But we can recover. Provided she is healing, we're fine. And Hope has to put the protects on. Please. Is he gonna Seraphic Ray? We're like, yep. It's so cool.
Don't give up! Take down the enemy.
No, please stop.
Thanks.
He's whipping out a lot of new status effects now. Oh, okay, I lose. Okay, that wasn't too bad.
Just
That's doable, I guess. Okay, I need Asuna's. I don't know if Vanilla has Asuna. Look at this asshole. He just walked around the corner and he's just like, hey. You have it? You do have it. Oh, I can just, you know, equip stuff. What was he casting? Stuff. At least have one Aegisol. See what happens. Oh, double cuts. Triple cut. I don't think it is. There's no way that stuff's healthy.
Let's go!
Like, all I know it's like, you know, you're like spraying, it's like spraying an Axe deodorant around you to give you buffs. But all I'm thinking is that they're like, you know, they're like huffing it.
Take down the enemy. Follow my lead.
Maybe. You could tell me everyone in this setting is born in a tube, and I would be like, yeah. Oh, that was the wrong one, but... Every time, I really am thinking, like, I'm not trying to think too hard, obviously, but I'm also, like, trying to engage with the setting. I'm a little confused.
The Fal'Cie have no hold over me.
Because it's like, okay, there's Pulse and Cocoon, and they're, like, the two main places within the setting. Sure, whatever.
My will is my own. My will is my strength.
So if the... Oh, fuck me.
Thanks. Thank you.
Oh, see, it's really polite of him to guard immediately after. That makes my life so much easier. So, like, the whole thing in like, that stuff earlier on, we're in Lightning's hometown, and there's just a big Fal'Cie kind of lumen there, you know, anima. And so, was that taking place on Pulse? That's what I was kind of losing. Yeah, oh, I don't think you were here. That was anima. Yeah, well, that's a good question, because I think we're in Cocoon right now.
Thank you.
But I think they're from Pulse, but we're... Because that's what the whole point of the train ride in the beginning, is that we were being purged. I don't know. I guess I'm not trying to think super hard about it. Yeah, you didn't see the first stream I did. They're like, yeah, that's anima. It's cool anima. Look, we're trying to launch him! Oh, well, he's staggered, so we got this going. Oh wait, maybe he can get launched now.
You can do it.
Thank you.
Lightning, come on. We all just sit in the little heal circle.
Let's go.
A little silly. I need Vanille to debuff him now. See, if I had Fang,
Thanks.
should be putting in work. I'm thinking of replacing Lightning with Fang. The only thing is that Fang doesn't have Healer or Ravager. I'm a little on the fence. Pop us off. And he's gonna... Uh-oh, where you going for? Oh, you're buffing.
Thank you.
We just have Fang, or not Fang, Vanille take out his buffs. And theoretically, we should just be doing this till he's dead, but he's making it difficult. Maybe I can just summon Odin and see what happens. I don't know.
Follow my lead.
Did he change weaknesses? No, he's the same. Okay, I think this is the time to summon.
Odin.
Because he just debuffed us all, and so I'm gonna have Odin fight for me.
Clear the field.
Oh, good, he guarded.
My will is my strength.
I'm gonna interrupt it. Like, no. I hope that, like, worked. I don't think this game accounted for that, so yeah, I think it worked.
We'll carve out a new fate. Huh? This ends now. Wrath of Odin.
See, what's gonna happen, though, is that his stagger gauge is gonna reset, which is a thing I've noticed happens.
Well done.
Okay, that did 3,000. How much does he have? Alright. No, no.
My will is my strength.
Uh-oh.
I will not die.
Move on
without
instinct.
being slain. I will not yield.
Thanks.
Again, very kind of him.
Oh, yeah?
We can just go back to the buffs. You know what Fang does have, though? She's got Saboteur, and she's got, like, a really good Saboteur setup. I'm kind of feeling that.
Let's go!
Oh, I can't do anything?
Take down the enemy.
I absolutely should have had a triple healer set up. This was... yeah, Fang is Commando, Sentinel, and the thing I just said that I forgot the name of. Saboteur.
My will is my strength.
Follow my lead.
Thank you.
Hey!
Thanks.
She casts slow. That's her spell. She's a slower. Couldn't have guessed.
Thank you.
Okay, let's just beat him up like this for a bit. Oh my god, how much he... Okay, he's pretty low. And Hope's putting the shells out. Vanille's getting juggled.
Thanks.
Staring right at it and not hitting it.
The
Okay.
Fal'Cie have no hold over me.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. That was significantly less challenging than Bartandalus. Moogle works.
Rain.
Ironic, isn't it? The only thing I wanted was a moment of triumph. How it ends isn't important. Just do what you know is right. Trust yourselves.
What? Did he complete his focus?
Maybe?
Think so. All Reigns did was try
Well,
to
if he
save
didn't, he
Cocoon
wouldn't be
his own
Crystal.
way. His own way.
Hey!
Where are you?
Snow!
No, don't go back to the Xenoblade enemies, please.
I think Reigns was searching for a way to make us understand. To understand the frustration of being a l'Cie bound to a focus, and maybe what it meant to be human.
Okay. Well, wait, didn't we... Oh no, we came from that. Never mind. Where do they go? Come on. Look at them. I want to see what the Moogle store sells. Those are good Moogles. Oh. Ooh. Increases the odds of obtaining items. .24-hour mark. According to How Long to Beat, we're 50% in now. Probably not. Oh! This is how you know it's 7th gen. We get a combat elevator. Yeah, I see. Okay. How much I got for beat? Oh, I got a lot of points for that boss. Okay. Which thing? I know I did a lot of things to you. You gotta be more specific. Oh, combat elevators. Oh, I didn't read that. Yeah. You know, it's the 10-year anniversary of Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, which had a very notable combat elevator that caused me pain. Okay. These are very strange rooms.
Fighting.
Where? Oh, they're fighting. Good. I want to deal with them. And yet, I can't sneak up on them. Oh. You're pretty weak. That's good.
Turn the tide.
Revengeance is very good.
Thank you.
And it's probably like maybe the best platinum game. Well, yeah, Metal Gear is an acquired taste. But it's pretty straightforward, you know. It's an action game. The funny man say a funny line. And then half the funny lines are like, that's weird, that seems very topical, and then you see it was written in 2013, and you're like, how did they do that? Like the meme line, when the villain who talks about memes. Except it's 2013, and Kojima was, or whoever, was actually, like, talking about, like, philosophy. And it's like, oh. Strange. Keep going. I hear a guy. Where? Under? Oh, there they are. Where's this go then? Nothing. This one goes this way. Where are those dudes? Oh, here they are. Okay. I don't really... My god. Gotta take the ooze out before they merge into a stupid thing. Fortunately, they have damaged each other. The sound effect of them slamming on the ground hit at the same time. It's great.
Thanks.
Are these weak to lightnings? Okay, that's why Hope did that. Good.
You can do it! Turn the tide!
Thank you.
God, Vanille's really useful. I'm getting real sick of the noises. It's just her. No one else is like, she got a, like her voice actor's got like a different memo on like the tone. Am I going this way? It's this way. Is this where I would have dropped down? Oop. No, this is where I... No, it's not. Okay. This is where I was before. Okay. Alright. We just gotta be thorough. If this game is throwing multiple paths at me, then there's a reason, there's a purpose. Except this time, exactly. Yes. It really has faked me out a few times. Okay. Oh, okay, there we go.
I guess they don't train l'Cie to make peace.
Ooh. How about you? Please don't be all 7 at once. Okay, that's a little scary. Get the AoEs, guys. They also start. That one started at half health. Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. Whoa. Okay.
How can it end like this?
Need an attack plan.
We sure do. Maybe I could just change the party for. Finally have a reason. Do this real quick.
Give it your best shot. Out of my sight!
I'll deal with you.
Okay, that didn't work. Yeah, that didn't work.
So this is how it ends.
I'd be thinking about. Swap off that.
Appreciate it. This'll be quick. Sorry, Vanille.
Court. Hold on, I'm not. Pain. Oh no, she didn't need that. You think I'm overthinking? That might be overthinking.
Cheers. Give it your best shot.
Come on. We did it. Okay. Good. Okay, well, let's see if this works. Oh. Okay.
No mercy.
All I have is double medic. Uh-oh. That's bad.
Ball in the ring.
Oh, the end thunder from Hope is really coming in clutch.
Be careful!
Got your back.
Bring it on.
So she should counterattack here. Want to see. Okay. Yeah? That was okay.
Appreciate it.
I made a mistake here. That's fine.
All in a rip. No mercy. All in a rip.
Yeah, she's cool. I was saying that once I hit chapter 11, I want to stick with her. So we'll see. Maybe just for a chapter, keep her leader. Maybe think about finding a medic that's better than Vanilla for just a bit. Just a little. Just a little. Well, that only took one try. Those bombs took like 5 tries. Okay, well, whoops, my paradigms suck. We're just gonna, I don't know, start with... Oh, no. And that, and that. Let's see if Hope can get raised. That will be kind of a... Accessory slot, that's pretty... And raid. Cool. And we need to make her commando way better. She needs power chain. Yeah. I think. Is that what I wanted? I don't know. ATB level. Oh, she just has it on here. That's how you know she's not getting a summon, I guess. Huh. Wait. Jirasa. Okay. Jiraja. Right. What do you have? Ruin go. Stuff here. Oh, ooh, okay. Still don't know what I'm doing. Buzz. You're really good. Nose, like, got good damage. I don't know. Ah. Wow. Okay, I see. He's a good Ravager. That's pretty good. Yeah, oh wow, he's got a lot here. Good. Moving on. It's not a great portrait. Okay. It's not great. Not all of these. Okay, Fang starts on Saboteur. I forgot to change that.
You want some? Go!
We just mash some provokes, which is kind of what maybe I will. Whoa.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Holy shit. Well, that's a much different dynamic than I'm used to. Miss Lightning. The,
You can do it! You're gonna swear! Cheers!
well, shit.
Appreciate it. You'll see who's left standing.
Whoops.
I'll deal with
Do I not have a commander plus medic? I don't. That's a problem.
you. Quick. Bring it on! Tear it up! You want some?
Okay, wait, we got this. We just gotta...
You're gonna swear! Cheers! Tear it up! You're gonna swear!
Hey, hey, hey. No, get back here.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
We'll see.
I get the impression you're supposed to, like, think more about how you tank. Because there's no way just mashing 3 in trenches is the intended way to do this. Like, you gotta go steel guard, entrench. I don't know.
I'll deal with you. Tear it up.
Be careful!
Appreciate it. We'll see who's left standing.
Okay, I have an idea. An idea that might have been influenced by Vanille making a few extra more noises than normal. Okay, lightning is Vanille now. So that's how it's gonna go. Fang is here. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Especially when you have 4 ATB gauges. This asshole. Yeah, well. Okay, basic, they just everyone attack. This. Same thing. And heal. And I don't know. Gorilla. Good. Defensive. Big heal. Yeah, sure. Oh, I did that already. No, I didn't. Mando. Yeah, let's try that. It's different. Oh. I got the weapon on Snow I'm going to use forever, so I'm not even going to think about that. Fang and Vanille Snow have their forever weapons right now. They don't notice me. What's the point of them fighting each other if they notice me and I can't get in their... Oh my god, he's really like lesbians. Go get him. That's great. Oh my god.
You're gonna now you'll see.
Boomfies kill.
Shield. This'll be quick. This'll be quick. Strong.
Reason I'm doing this is because lightning has raise.
This'll be quick. Your back.
Oh, I have Cura now.
This'll be quick.
I haven't done that annually before.
You'll be sorry.
Huh. Wait, I want to see that again. Nah, whatever. I'll kind of see it later. The thunder effect. I don't want to say it, but the thunder effect on the weapons reminds me of the Ramu crafted weapons. Okay, so what Kira does here, and which I did not realize, is that it's like a it's not AoE. It just hits everyone individually,
Give it your best shot.
or you know, everyone within range individually.
Right there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Now you'll see.
That's a cool effect, though. Item. This is like, is this like this? Oh, the big guy. It's like the same room. Not really see down there. Oh, I can go this way. I'm gonna be frustrated if I see an item over there on the left where I could have gone. There appears to be nothing. Oh, no, it goes that way, I think. Later. Don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. Oh, I haven't seen Hope use the boomerang in forever. That was like in chapter 1 only.
Face it head on.
Alright, well. Clean. Oh, this is where it went. I could have just, like, gone around it. Yes. See how easy that was? You kidding me? We're just gonna do this. Combat room, yeah. Uh-oh.
Don't panic.
I'm panicking. You see what happened last time we fought 5 of those things? Oh no, we started at half health.
This'll be quick. This'll be quick.
Just gotta survive. Oh, good. Easy.
Thank you.
Are there 2 of them there? Uh-oh. Well, that one didn't touch us, I think. That one's invisible. Oh, it's back. It's gone. It's dead. Okay. This is like watching, what's the disaster, one of the new legendaries, the one with the bowl on its head? It's like that thing fighting 3 Espathas. This is what Ubers looks like. Yeah. Okay, hello. Okay, lightning's dead.
Thank you.
Man, Hulk gets a fourth ATB, it's over. The relics, yeah, look, yeah, I like those. Those are good legendaries. They got good lore because it's like, what are these things doing here? We're in Spain, and then like you learn about them, and it's like, oh, that's why. They're just really good designs too. I love Chin Pao, like a lot. That thing's really good.
This'll be quick.
Oh no.
This'll be quick.
Okay, Lightning, this is your job. This is where you shine. This is why I brought you here. Yeah. Saw a raise. Okay, I saw a raise. Why didn't it go off? Uh-oh. Oh, we don't have a lot going on, dude. Yes, it's the cat one. Lightning, please raise her. Lightning. Lightning. Lightning, you have one job. Yeah, I like the goldfish.
This isn't fair.
They're all just really solid. I think they cast something. The fact that I'm not sure. Ooh, wait, okay. Well, hold on. That.
This'll be quick. This'll be quick.
Okay, so the birds, those birds are debuffers. Okay, I don't have Sentinel with any damage dealers. That's a problem. And now we got silenced. When does that wear off? Okay. Uh. Oh, right. That was the problem. I don't have Sentinel plus Shielders. This is kind of... better. I think, kind of. So maybe I could just...
This'll be quick. This'll be quick. This'll be quick. You're gonna squirm.
Thanks.
Oh, I'm dead. This is giving me more trouble than I did. Isn't really. Yeah, maybe. Oh, hold on. Starting. I want. That's what I want. If I could sneak up on them, that would be a different story. But happen. Getting hung in the air and like, cheers. I could have sworn Fang had 4 ATB gauges, but I guess she just never did. Rude. Everyone goes slow. See, Fang gets slow magic because she's from the past. Get it? I hit the wrong target. Well, you know, like her and Vanille were Crystal for like a century or something. Were you here for that?
We'll see who's left standing.
They were their pulse Lassie, and then they did whatever they were supposed to do and turned into Crystal, and then just kind of woke up before the game started for reasons that they don't know.
You want some?
It was a while, like it. I'm pretty sure it was a. I feel like they said that at one point and I forgot, but it was a long time.
You can do it.
And Vanille only pretended she doesn't remember for some reason. I don't know.
Cheers. Bring it on. Appreciate it.
Got your back.
Cheers. Appreciate it. Cheers. You're gonna swerve.
A little more coming. We can go ravager for this.
You're gonna swerve. We'll see who's left standing.
So like the coolest, you know, I was thinking how Saboteur magic does do damage, but it's doing very little. So you weak to anything? Of course enough. Oh, okay. Well, no, it went mode where it hurts, but it's more vulnerable. Yeah, he's got like the Bloodborne weapon.
Appreciate it. You're gonna swerve. Tear it up.
Ooh, okay, well, at least this is the end of it. Kill this thing, it's all over, we get on with our lives. We enter a room with 8 of those birds at the same time.
You're gonna swerve.
Go. Oh, half splits. Oh man, I was joking about 8 of the birds at the same time, but that's absolutely an optional room with 8 of those birds at the same time. Let's see. Foreboding. Oh, okay, it has a cutscene. Okay. I mean, that's fine.
Tear it up.
you weak to? Oh, good, you have a weak.
I'll deal with you.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, it's about to stagger. Great, actually. That might just be able to take it out pretty quickly. No, not that quickly. Because they have the sword right there.
This will be quick. You want some?
Oh, come on, up.
Yeah?
Tear it up. You're gonna swerve.
Oh man, Fang is
You want some?
clearly much better not as the playable unit. It's really hitting me. The way she just queued up like fog, curse, slow. Oh, I don't need to be the one doing that. Sword goes away.
Cheers.
And Hope can preferably put End Thunder on everyone. Oh, I missed it. Oops.
You're gonna swerve.
Making the sword, or are you just like kneeling? There we go.
You're gonna swerve.
Easy. Don't fall. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. I thought it was going to be two of them coming out at the same time. But that was kind of nothing, actually. I'm surprised.
Close calls.
It wasn't that close. That's the thing. Oh, electrodes. Telling the TSA that those are my emotional support electrodes. Okay, so I'm thinking, again, I think this is it. I think this is the way. I want. Think. Just gotta hit chapter 11, and then I feel good. Chapter 11 is actually split up into 2 sub-chapters, which is something I became aware of, and I think is a little dumb, and they really wanted this game to be 13 chapters.
Here's hoping nothing gets the drop on us.
Where'd Hope go?
Pain.
Where'd he go? I think we left him behind. He's new. Oh.
deal with you.
Can't do anything. Ah. Okay, there we go.
I'll deal with you.
Oh, okay, I died.
How can it end like this?
Can you imagine if I didn't do that grinding session? Ooh. That would suck. I wish you could, like, save them. Maybe you can, and I'm not paying attention. Did that count as sneaking up on them? Oh, it did. Oh, that's so good.
This'll be quick. This'll be quick.
Oh, hold on. This one dies now. Oh my god. I'm not sure what that status ability is called. I have to check. Status effects. Good ability.
This'll be quick.
But it stops you from doing anything. Bad. Including my healer. One more hope, come on. There you go.
Give it your best shot. You're gonna squirm. Now.
Tang doesn't have to do anything, she's tanking.
Turn the tide.
The wrong one.
You're gonna squirm. Thank you. You're gonna squirm.
Up. There we go. Surely there will be another. Oh, no. Good. Transept. If there's another, go in the big tube room. Oh, alright, I guess that.
On to me,
This little like thing with the guy standing on the pedestal. This is like the final dungeon in Xenoblade 3, and likewise, the final dungeon in Xenoblade 3 went on a little too long. Where's that sword at?
Thanks.
It like casts the thing to summon the sword, and then it like takes 30 seconds, and then it shows up or something. I don't know. What is that? Okay, what is that status? Does she inflict like silence or something? Take it.
Thank you.
Ooh, right before he hit the ground. This is fun. It reminds me so much of that dumb Kingdom Hearts 2 minigame where you gotta keep the ball from hitting the ground. It's pretty good. Oh, come on. Ugh. Okay, no, this might just be a hallway.
Why don't you just try it?
I'll deal with you. I'll deal with you. Bring it on! Appreciate it. Let's go! Bring it on! Thanks.
Take down the enemy.
Yeah. Moving on. Damn it! No, I get it. There's 3 of them. Oh.
This'll be quick. This'll be quick.
I hope it's quick.
Thank you. Now! Give it your best shot. Give it your best shot. Turn the tide.
shot. Now. You're gonna squirm.
So, reason I'm trying to make the push to Chapter 11 is that I'm going out later. I'm going to see the new Ant-Man, which I gotta be honest, probably wouldn't do unless someone else was paying for it, so... You know, I don't drink a lot. I'm going to be drinking today.
Gotta stay in control.
2 hours. Oh. I don't know if it's like a getting old thing, but like, man, it's you feel the length of movies now. We'll be fine. It's one of those nice theaters where you get like dinner and whatnot, so. You know what movie didn't feel its length? The Batman. 3-hour ass movie. Felt great. Oh, felt great. Oh. Oh wait, maybe they won't see me? I don't know which ways it's back. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's how I thought that was how I could sneak up on it. Whatever. I think the first time I really was like, this movie is too long, is when I saw The Last Jedi, and I was like, this is a little too long. Because then a family member wanted to go see it with me, for me a second time, their first time. And I was like, I don't know if I can do that again. That movie's just really long. Or at least it ends like 5 times. I've never watched a whole Lord of the Rings all the way through, but that's more like I've never been super interested in those.
Let's wrap this up.
And then you watch Rise of Skywalker and you're like, oh, okay, good. At least it knows it's going to end. Thank God. Please end. No, but you know, I never watched The Lord of the Ring the whole way through. I think the most I've done is that I think I've seen all of them collectively, just from catching them on like TBS or something now and then. And I had friends back in, I don't know, high school, whatever the hell. They weren't friends in high school, they were friends I had while I was in high school. That's a pointless thing to clear up, but they were like, one or two of you have not seen The Lord of the Rings, we're gonna watch it. And we sat down and we watched Lord of the Rings, and we got to the point where they got the Fellowship together, you know, when they had you cannot simply go into Mordor. And I was like, oh wow, the movie's over, right? Halfway through. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I've ever been, like, bored during a movie. I don't watch enough movies to go out of my way to watch something that could be that unentertaining. Just, you know. But I mean, the second time through anything, you're gonna feel it. Did like that Batman movie though. That was long, and I was like into it the whole. Oh. Okay, please, come on. Where are we going? Okay, another elevator. Oh, okay, no, hold on. Okay. I love how the two in the back, like, hop in the back. Oh. Okay. Can I fight them individually?
If word got out about this place, Cocoon would go crazy.
The Cocoon fal'Cie planning to use these?
Did that count? Are these things stupid? Can I just do that? No, I didn't know.
This'll be quick. Cheers! This'll be quick. Now!
Yeah, pacing's important. Maybe, like, more important. Like, how right now in this game, I'm like, okay, I get it. We need to move on.
Turn the tide!
Oh, I gotta hit the sword.
Cheers!
Thank you.
Oh, that and Thunder's coming in clutch. I'm, like, shredding that sword.
Thanks.
Yeah, this game's been pretty good at, like, the combat, room sequences are, like,
Give it your best shot.
just a smidgen too much.
Thank you.
Which, again, might work better if, like, the rewards were more traditional. And I could see the numbers go up. This game is a little odd about how you never see the numbers go up that much. And I mean, we know that this was all very calculated, and they were trying to go for a very specific experience. Because it was 2007, and that's what you did. Again, you're at Square Enix, and that's what you do. It isn't... There's absolutely no... You think they just put, like, the score screen with the stars? You think they just thought of that out of the ether? No. But, you know, I'm motivated to finish it. I'll give it that. Because it's just, we just move nice and straightforward. Feels good. Can't get distracted if there's nothing to get distracted on. Not even mad. Okay, which way are you facing? Okay, you see me. Or do you? I don't know. Is it different? No, it's the same.
This'll be quick. Cheers! This'll be quick.
I need Hope to give me those good end thunders.
Thanks.
Fire resist is good too. The cool thing about the AI in this is that it gives you a lot of the buffs you need precisely.
Thank you.
Like, if I was manually controlling Hope, I would just be tripping over myself. But I guess, you know, that's what the auto battle is for. But I don't want to just stand there mashing auto battle to put buffs on. That's boring.
This'll be quick. Give it your best shot.
Gotta stay in
This really is the whole party went to the market board to get the Ramu weapons. They're good weapons, though. Good juggle. Oh, that was great. Okay. Oh, the save point's out here. Oh, something's gonna happen. I thought of a paradigm. Do Ravager.
Just what are you?
What? Oh. Thing. City?
Looks like it's a dead end.
How about down there?
If the stories are right, it's a maze.
This place is a boot camp for Lassie. All kinds of challenges from Grand Pulse are waiting.
Challenges, huh? To get us all ready to go wipe out Cocoon?
We can wait here if turning Seath sounds better.
I have had enough of this! Where's the way out?
Way out? Who said there was one? Bring it on.
Oh.
My mind is made up. Maybe I will end up a Seath. But until that happens, I'm gonna make Sarah proud. I couldn't bring myself to admit that this tear meant goodbye. And that's why I kept searching for her. But I didn't need to. Sarah was here the whole time. Right here. Watching over me. Now I get it. What this tear's been telling me is to not let our focus win. It's not the foul sea we should listen to. It's Sarah and Reigns. Do you know why? Because our focus doesn't matter. What matters to me is that we protect Cocoon. Whatever it takes.
Same here. I'll help you do it.
All right, I'm in. Hey,
I mean, come on. When a chocobo agrees, you know you're on the right path.
There you go. That's
Well,
right.
Count me out.
what?
If you all want to go it on your own,
I
then so will
I thought Lightning said that,
Hey,
and that would have been a
I.
little
Couldn't get
funnier
what's coming.
than I suppose.
They hate us for being Lassie. What's it to me if they die? Better that than watch a friend go Seath. If you don't have the nerve for it, I'll do it myself. Go on alone, get stronger, and smash Cocoon out of the sky!
Barry!
You turn Seath and there's no coming back! I'm not... letting it end that way! Ah!
We're gonna do one of these now. Yeah, that's a bomb.
What's he doing here? Come to take pity on me? Come to take care of a broken Lassie?
That thing's here to help us?
Yeah, help. That's what Eidolons do. They help us. Eidolons are our salvation. If we can't decide what to do next, they come put us out of our misery!
Wait, so you haven't made up your mind yet?
Why are you protecting me? What are you doing? Protecting one of our own. We can do without their brand of mercy. And we don't need a Fal'Cie's orders either. I'm fighting this focus to the end. We all are. So please, fight with us.
Well, I love when... Oh, it's really good when they do it in the cutscene.
Ready when you are!
Yeah, okay. Okay, what makes your thing go up? Let's find out. Okay, using... Okay, when Fang attacks... Woo!
This battle is ours.
Lightning, you gotta wake her up. Okay, she did immediately. She's right on that. Okay, I'm gonna use Entrench. See what happens. Yeah, she's got this. We all heal. That did not do a lot. Ow. Okay, this one seems pretty straightforward. He just hurts. Oh wow, Curse does a lot. Hold on. Yeah, this is the easiest one so far, maybe. And we got it. That's yeah, it's a bomb bike. And we 5-starred it, and we didn't get any crystal gem points.
Look! A new path! Maybe that thing did save us.
I don't suppose you'd be willing to call it a sign of me being right. No? Alright. Okay. Listen, keep our eyes on the goal and we'll figure something out. Alright.
Hey, Sarah. So I guess being a Lassie doesn't have to mean you can't do what's right, does it?
Here's a shocker for you.
So
Alright.
it's time to face the peril of our plight. Sounds
Ooh.
splendid.
Whatever it is the Fal'Cie want, we're the ones who decide what we do.
There's like a big ass flooded city down here. What's going on with that? Oh, okay. Okay. There's a thing.
Oh, hey! Look at that!
What? Oh. An airship?
And it's from Grand Pulse. was one of this arc's weapons or something.
That's a gate to Grand Pulse. Right.
So what? That's our exit? Pulse or bust?
Could be one of Daisley's traps.
Well, that's not good. Do you think it might take us to Eden?
I'm doing the flying. No more of these ships taking charge of our travel plan stuff. The only place this thing is taking us is where these boys tell it to.
Really? That is a Grand Pulse ship.
Really? Leave it to me.
Either way, we're on borrowed time.
Probably a lot of asbestos down here.
We get lucky, maybe we'll even turn up some way to get rid of these goofy tattoos.
Yeah.
And it's like magic asbestos, so it really fucks you up.
You never know. Maybe we just didn't think to look for one.
If nothing else, we know Cocoon's safe for the time being. I'd say it's worth going to take a look.
Maybe. But what about your dad?
I made him a promise.
What about his dad, actually?
I promised him to keep going and do what I had to. He said only I would know what that was. The world's full of lies. There's no way of knowing what's right. All we can do is believe in ourselves. It's easy to sit back and let people trick you. Like how the Sanctum had us all thinking that a l'Cie was some sort of monster. I'm done with their lies. fal'Cie, this whole focus thing. From here on out, I use my eyes, think, and act. I might not make all the right choices, but as long as I'm the one who decided what to do, there's nothing to regret.
All right, let's do it. I'm with you. Bad choices and all.
Of course, I'm not sure how it's gonna turn out. Pulse is hell, you know.
Oh, is it now? How many times have you been there?
I don't know. I'm a little... Okay.
But I wanna go.
So we've
See
never
for
been
myself.
on Pulse.
Okay, people.
You ever like try to catch something like that and then you slap it away? You don't want to do that around here. Not with that. Okay, well hold on. So we've never been on Pulse. I wasn't 100% sure about that. I was a little...
No one ever said the future'd be easy. But I think we all saw the glimmer of a dream, somewhere in the sky that night. The tiniest spark of hope that we could change our fate. Who could say? That moment's come and gone.
Hello. Welcome.
You did it!
Yeah,
My
told you,
headphones are
didn't I?
dying. What?
Playful little critter, isn't he?
Yeah, we'll play with someone else.
Happens all the time.
He thinks we're lunch.
Yeah, like on a seafood buffet.
Seafood, cute.
Guys, here it comes! Thanks!
This is crazy. I'm fucking with my headphones, but this is crazy.
You okay?
Oh yeah, I'm great.
Grab on!
Home sweet home. Welcome to Grand Pulse.
One moment. I need a cord for a thing. Okay. Good. Okay, that still says chapter 10. Uh-oh.
A world wild and fragile, vibrant and untamed. Grand Pulse.
Oh.
It's a place where lives are ruled by the brutal struggle for survival and the callous and uncaring whim of the Fal'Cie.
Okay.
There is no such thing as mercy. Only a never-ending string of trials that weed out the weak and leave only the strong. Reigns knew the truth. The purpose lying at the heart of all the fal'Cie's actions, recalling their lost deity and returning the world to its former glory. People were never anything more than sacrifices.
So that means new enemy variety, right? Right?
And Cocoon's destruction? It's just a way to wake a sleeping god. But would bringing the Maker back into this world really lead to our salvation?
Ooh, hand. Oh. Oh, yeah. That's big.
The Maker created fal'Cie, and they, in their desperation to be reunited with the Maker, created l'Cie. And l'Cie? I wonder what we'll end up creating.
Will it have... whatever it is, it will be capitalized.
Our future looked bleak, but as long as we could keep our spirits up,
Not that
we'd
bleak, you
find
got
a way to
coconuts.
change our fate. Somehow.
I'm terrified that it's gonna hand me control and it's gonna be an open world.
Having a dream.
I mean, I say terrified, but like... intimidated.
Pretty strange dream.
Oh, I guess the ship's trashed, huh? Huh.
Hey guys, have any luck?
No sign of anyone else. But we did find plenty
hello.
of bloodthirsty wildlife. in
Also
the
welcome.
ruins.
Long day?
Well, guys, we've run out of places to search around here. Huh. Where's Hope?
He's off with the chocobo, getting supplies. Hello.
Hey. You all by yourself?
He's Brand!
What? We gotta find him.
Oh, man, not even a... Hope cannot catch a break. Let's explore a little bit. Oh, yeah, I got a bunch of these. Yeah, just the 5 of us. I think I need to hit level 4 on all of them, because things are getting rough. Whoa, okay, that's the big one. What even does Lightning have left to get as I'm... Oh, yeah, there's that. Oh, right, I wanted to... actually. Okay, yeah, you see, the fact that, like, these Yaocha now cost 4,000 per level... Have I played other FFs? I have. Good number of them. Maybe you just gotta get everyone up to this circle, and then we're good. See, lending to the whole you really need to play Sentinel manually thing, like, in no way is it optimal to hit, like, auto, and then it just stacks reprieve. So... Oh, you haven't even done that yet, yeah. Other FFs I've played. I think we just... I was talking about this last time. But, ooh, hold on. Oh, I have been neglecting him. He is... Talked about how my first one was either 3 or Dirge of Cerberus. That was a whole thing. And then, I don't know, 4, 12, 10, 14. And plenty of spin-offs. Probably touched more spin-offs than I remember. Alright, what do you got? You got pain. Okay, so yeah, this is what we want. I get 2 next. Everything. Yeah, okay, so now everything costs 4,000, 6,000, 8,000. And these are really good, and this would make Fang real good. Well, the ones after 10 are a whole lot in of themselves. Lots to enjoy. Oh, so this is... Anyway. This is why it might not be practical adding on other roles, because... Like, okay, I go to Ravager at 0, right? Immediately, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. That could get... no, I want to make sure the rest of yours are... There we go. I want to get everyone to, like, this big circle. Huh. Yeah, I mean, already... Oops. Yeah, we're probably gonna get big CP gains starting now. I keep getting told this is where the game opens up, and then I'm like... How much game is there left? Yeah, here we are. And that's it, yeah. You kind of got like a feel for it, where it's like, oh, it's waiting to spring it on you. All right, this is the area that must have an item. Or a big blue thing. Okay. I guess not. Oh, whoa, hold on. I don't know about this party. Yep. I saw the big, celestial body in the sky. I'm assuming that's Cocoon, as seen... Oh, hello. As seen from below. Like how on Cocoon you could see Eden.
This'll be quick.
Yeah.
This'll be quick.
Let's wrap this up. On your knees.
Oh, who gave me haste? Does Haas have haste?
Keep out of this.
That's a lot more of a reason to keep him around, actually.
You're gonna swerve. You're gonna swerve. Now.
Give it your best shot.
That's almost 1,000 CP off one battle, so yeah, we're getting there. We got little helmets, maybe. Yeah, Saz just immediately slaps haste on us. That's really good. That makes him super useful, actually.
Bring it on. This up.
Is it louder? Did something happen, or is that just me? Yeah, I hit my volume. Ooh, Saz might replace Hope. I might go Lightning Saz. I don't know. A different one?
Phew. I'll deal with you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Phew.
I don't know, maybe it's my headphones being weird.
Thanks.
That's good though.
Turn the tide.
I really like that they put the visual on the weapon buffs. Good idea. What FF spin-offs have I played? Verge of Cerberus, Crisis Core. I've played every FF7 thing except FF7, because that's... You're big. Because that's just how I am. I still gotta finish Remake. Hello, what are you? New.
This'll be quick.
Dire Flan. The fighting one? Oh, Dissidia. Yeah, I thoroughly played the first Dissidia.
Thank you. This'll be quick.
And then got pretty good into Duodecim. Dissidia is great though. It is a shame they ruined that series with NT. Because everything I see about NT is like, oh no, why did you do that? I hope they like bring it back one day. You know what makes it seem like they're gonna bring it back though? You know what, right? It's Stranger Paradise.
Give it your best shot.
Wait, about what did I say? I've forgotten what I said already. Oh, about NT. Dissidia NT. The third one, I think. They made a sequel or kind of a quasi reboot of Dissidia, but like made for like arcades in Japan. So that I don't know. I'm not a good source of information. That was the one that Xenos was in. Whenever you see a clip of Xenos in Dissidia, that was it. The one where you can have Xenos in a costume he barely wears in 14 versus a Realm Reborn Y'shtola. Very strange. Oh, what's an item here? Oh, right. So Stranger of Paradise, you know, the last DLC came out, and it's the Emperor from FF2. And apparently it's specifically the Dissidia version of the Emperor. Like, Stranger of Paradise is very much like Dissidia is going to happen. It's like, oh, they could do something really cool. And it does make it very funny to think that, you know, just imagining that throughout all of the Dissidia games, that it's been Jack the whole time. That's super amusing. Yeah, I would hope so. I just remember like the fighting styles got really wacky. Like you play Gabrynth from FF12, and like it's like his entire moveset is just charging up his supers, and then the only way he does damage is using supers. Something like that. Or Onion Knight. It wasn't Onion Knight. It's Bart's. I think Bart's just like blue mages the entire cast, so like he's using other characters' attacks the whole time. They were really clever about it. Anyway, what else I played? I think I tried playing Revenant Wings, which was a sequel to 12. That was weird. That was a weird one. It was like a strategy game, kinda ish. I don't even know what you would call it. I liked 12. I never finished it, which I think most sane people never finish 12. 12's awesome, but wow, it's a lot. That is a big video game. Would like to maybe play it all the way through one day. I couldn't tell you how far I was. You know what? You know why I stopped playing? I got to a boss, and I don't know if I was there too early or under-leveled or what, but it was the demon wall. And it completely shut me out. And I could not beat it, and I think I was stuck. Twelve's also got crazy stuff. Like, I think it's got this one thing where you may remember, you know, the prologue section where you play as Vaughn's brother. He can, I think how it goes is that if you don't open a because the way chests work is that I guess they have more to do with progress. So you come back to the area from the prologue later in the game, and if you haven't opened a chest in the prologue, the chest is still there unopened, and it has a better item when you come back. So you can lock yourself out as something really good just by opening a chest in the prologue. I could also be talking out of my ass. But from what I remember, that sounds right. I liked how the upgrade systems worked in 12 though. I thought that was cool. You had like that big chessboard looking thing. Okay, where is he? There he is. Oh.
Hope!
Hi.
So this is how it ends.
Just wait. Now, how long has it been since we left Cocoon? Hmm? Not a single soul for miles around? Not a single clue about this whole sea mess? What I'm saying is, we did well just getting this far.
But we could go a little further.
Meaning?
There's still one place.
Vanille?
Oh,
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
You know, if we don't find anything this time, we won't get another chance.
Huh?
Erba. The place it all began.
Hope.
The place where the Pulse Fal'Cie lay dreaming. Vanille and Fang's home. Just maybe, it'll be the place where we find the answers we're looking for.
You're right. If we can get there.
Go ahead without me.
We can't just leave you.
I'll be fine. You've all taught me so much. You showed me how to fight.
What did I tell you? Leave the fighting to me.
I'm scared.
We understand. You're not gonna go through this ordeal alone, you know. Huh?
That's what scares me. I don't want to see you get hurt because of me. It'd be better for everyone if I just stayed behind.
That coconut hit him really hard. That coconut hit him really hard. Oh, are we just already? Yeah, is that motherfucking Alexander? Is that gonna be like...
Mention ordeals, and look what comes along.
This is not an ordeal. This is a gift. Hope! This is the kind of
I really
power
didn't
you've
expect
got
this so
inside,
soon.
and it's
Shit.
telling you not to give up. Trust me.
Oh, I get it. It's here to show you the way. Show you that you've got what it takes to get back on your feet and do this thing.
You mean that came from me?
Or it's gonna be like, God, what's his... It should be like, could be like Yojimbo. Like a samurai look to him. Because Brunhilde is still the odd one out, is one I've never heard before. Alright, let's see. Oh. Alexander, yeah.
Give it your best shot. Give it your best
I feel like maybe the buffs... Yeah, that's making it go up. Oh, no one else is attacking though. Uh-oh, maybe shit. Yeah, this really makes Brunhilde stick out as like, where the hell did that come from? Because, and you weren't here for this earlier, that whole section of the game was about like the war between Pulse and Cocoon, and they were like, oh, Pulse attacked us with Ifrit, and it's like, and then Saz is breaking down in front of the big sculpture of the big sculpture of the Pulse Fal'Cie, and I was like, oh, I thought he would get Ifrit, but it's like this other dude. Okay, never mind. We don't know.
Face it head on. Give it your best shot.
I don't know. Well, now I have to assume Vanille will get one. Maybe. Uh-oh.
This'll be quick.
Oh, fast heal.
Give it your best shot. You're gonna swerve.
I think I got this. As long as he doesn't kill anyone, I should be able to get the DPS in. Yeah.
Here I go!
Oh. Is that a semi-truck to you? Okay, I'll take it. Okay. Yeah. It turned into like a castle.
Some beast you tamed, I tell you that.
Yeah. I always thought the Eidolons appeared to set us free through death.
It might. It still might.
I think maybe they're here to snap us out of our slumps.
Oh, like the one you were just in?
I'll ask for help earlier next time around.
They must have had like a whole like adventure
I
between
told you.
that last cutscene and right now, because
You can moan all you like, but you're stuck with us.
like we missed something.
You're never alone in hell.
Listen, funny man, don't call this place hell, all right? So, we're all decided then.
Pretty good. So who will Vanille get? What's left?
Yep. Maybe nothing would change. And maybe we'd hit a dead end. But we were at least going to see where the road would take us. The search for a home, buried in the past, and the faintest glimmer of hope. Our final journey had just begun.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm seeing something like... Because it's not going to be one of the basic bitches. It's going to be something a little bigger. But still like, you know, big one. Did you see him despawn?
Let's go.
That one off to the right. Okay. Yeah, it'll be like... Huh. Yeah, it'll be like something... Like faint. Well, I don't know. Again, Brunhilde threw me off. Hello.
This stone, it's...
Look familiar? It's a kind of Seath. It's in the last stage.
Oh, that's a person. Okay.
Seath.
Don't worry. It's no threat to anyone anymore. L'Cie that fail their focus becomes Seath and wander the wilds.
Is this gonna be...
Eventually,
Is this the open
they lose
zone?
the will to go on and turn to stone. But still, even in this state, they can't forget the task they once had.
And they call out to L'Cie, over and over. Complete my focus.
So they're doomed to eternal regret, huh? It's pretty horrible.
Hey, we should help this one out. Come on, we can't just ignore it. Listen, if we fail our focus, it could be us suffering like that.
Wow, what a happy thought. That's not like you.
But going out of his way to help someone, that's snow all over.
Is that a side quest? Oh my god. Oh, it's Monster Hunter. Yeah? Oh, I wanna... Oh my god. Alright, well, video game now. What a strange video game.
We're home.
I remember thinking like, oh, I think I heard like, oh, about the end of chapter 10 it opens up. No, now this is it. I think we're in there. Okay, so that's Cocoon. I don't know if then like I do like how like each world or setting is like within the next one. So is Eden in there, or is Eden even further out? Because we would keep seeing Eden in the sky. Huh. Alright. Well, I actually do need to go. Whew. It will, and there's 11. A man's hope is his castle. Oh, because hope, it looks like his Eidolon looks like a castle. Yeah, I get it. Okay, well, good. Good. This is new. This is exciting. This means I'm gonna do stuff. And this means that I can do little bits of things off stream too, possibly. I won't do that yet until you really dig into this about what's what. Oh. Okay. I'm not gonna say the Xenoblade word. Well, anyway. Yeah, no, this is good. This was good, and hopefully the things I consume for the rest of the day will remain good. Thank you for people who showed up. I don't know if you're still here or what, but thank you for doing that. If you're really into 13 and seeing a person experience 13 pretty much mostly blind, I do have my VODs uploaded at my YouTube channel, which is the same name as this channel. Woman Suit. But yeah, thank you, everyone. Have a good rest of the weekend.